right? So let's work on our data, on the data set that I sent to you. So more than 600. Actually, chinap ko na nga ito into 2 parts. So that means mga 1,000 plus yung mga lines of code na ano. Konti pala yun. But it's okay because as I said, hindi naman natin talaga makukuha lahat. No? It's a work in process. I know, I hope I have instilled this interest in you. I have whetted your appetite in order to learn more about this very powerful and very good package, ggplot 2. So you can actually know what the packages that are installed are in your computer by running this install.packages. Now, you may wish to run that. I won't run that, guys, because it will take me long kasi marami na akong mga packages na naka-install dito. But I just want to share with you that if you want to know, if you want to have a listing of the packages that have been installed in your machine, then you can use this installed.packages. Okay. Now, also, I'd like to share with you a code where you can write together the loading of the package and then installing of the package if it's not yet installed. So if you take a look at this code, then you remember this exclamation point. What's this for, guys? In the code, what's that for? The exclamation point. Para saan siya? Ano ibig sabihin ng exclamation point? Okay, let's see. May nag-answer. Yes, correct. Not or no? Okay. So that's correct. Thank you. If not, no? Sabi dito, if ggplot daw, percent in percent, ibig sabihin yan, if it's in the row names of your installed packages. Okay. Remember guys, pag installed packages, ibibigay sa atin yan kung ano yung mga packages na naka-install sa machine natin. Kung ano doon daw si ggplot 2, anong gagawin? I-install siya. Diba? If it's there, okay, i-install siya. If it's not there, if ggplot is not in the installed packages, install siya. And then after that, i-load siya. Okay, i-load. Now, kung ando doon naman siya, i-load na kagad, no? Hindi na ira-run to. Pag hindi lang siya ando doon sa installed packages, i-install siya. Otherwise, so once na installed, i-load na siya. Okay? Or kung naka-install na siya, i-load na kagad siya. So that's the logic of this function. Since we already know, guys, that na-load na yan, anyways, i-run lang natin. Okay? So yun, automatic, i-load na niya si ggplot2 at saka si dplyr. Okay, so far we have been looking at the basic components of ggplot. Sabi natin tatlong main components, yung data natin, static mapping, at saka yung object natin. Now, so if you want to know, guys, kung ano yung mga data sets that's available in ggplot2, pwede natin i-run to. So data, package is equal to ggplot2. Okay, run natin. So ito, no? So these are the data sets that come with, that are packaged with ggplot2. Diamonds, economics long, it's a time series. Faithful, okay, faithful. And then you have love colors, Midwest, MPG, gagamitin natin to. So gagamitin natin si faithful at saka si MPG ngayon, and then the others we're going to use it in other sessions. So may mga data sets that are packaged with packages in R. If you want to see dplyr, ano ba yung laman ni dplyr, guys? Yung mga packages sa kanya. Dyan si Star Wars, Storms, etc. So there are 5 data sets that are with dplyr. If you want, for example, to know more about Star Wars,
may tao po sa waiting room.
Sorry?
May tao po sa waiting room po.
Ay, sorry.
Okay, nandito na ako.
Okay, sige. Thank you for informing me and thank you for acknowledging na andyan ka na, ha? Okay. But that's a manifestation of caring, guys. Salamat, no? I appreciate that kasi ibig sabihin, you care for your classmates na ando dun pa rin, no? That's very good. So ito, guys, Control C. If I want to know more about a particular package, a particular data set, so the usual help natin, si Star Wars. So ano ba laman itong Star Wars na to? Okay, it's a table. Okay, a data table, 87 rows and 14 variables. Yan. Siguro yung mga characters to, no? Yung pangalan nila, yung height, yung mass, okay? Yung gender, paano si R2D2? May gender ba si R2D2? Etc. Kung anong species siya, etc. So interesting, no? That's from dplyr. Okay, so going back here, guys. Right, so let's have a quick review of what we have discussed. So alam natin, guys, in order to generate a plot, kailangan meron tayong data, meron tayong mapping, at saka meron tayong object. So let's use the data, yung faithful na data. Okay, so since gagamitin natin siya, i-help natin faithful. So question mark sa console na lang, guys, para hindi na ma-model yung ano natin, yung script window. Okay, ano ba laman itong faithful na data set na to? So this is coming from galing din siya sa data sets, no? So there's a package also called data sets. Pero nasa ano din siya, nasa ggplot 2. So it's coming from several packages. While we're here, guys, isalin na rin natin data package equal to data sets. Kasi may package na data sets. Data sets. So si data sets, I think I mentioned this to you before, no? Ang dami ng laman, no? Marami laman. You have your air passengers na ginagamit sa time series analysis to. Okay. Yung iris, I think, iris is not here. Wala si iris. Okay. So plenty of data sets. Si Anscombe, guys, andito. Alala natin si Anscombe. Ayan. It's here. Iris pala ito. Si iris. Ginamit na natin dati itong iris. Okay, so you have several data sets here which you can make use of. Pwede nyong, kunyari, nagpa-practice kayo, pili kayo doon, no? Okay, so si Odd Faithful, okay, it's coming from the data sets package, and then you have dalawang variables lang to, 272 observations. So this is just for practice. Meron siyang eruptions at saka weighting. So eruptions is the number of time, how long it took the eruption, and then weighting. So kunyari first eruption, how many minutes into the second eruption. So andito yung some details about the kung saan nanggaling dataset. Then you can practice this, guys, no? Pwede kayo mag-practice dito. This is what I like about the help function of R. Ang dami natin pwede matutunan. If you only are really curious, you can really learn a lot. Okay, so let's run this. Data muna natin. Hindi pa natin na-access to. Data. Faithful. So naka-ano na siya, naka-promise. Kunin natin yung head nito. Okay, I have to go a bit slowly kasi I know I didn't share this with you, di ba? So kayo magsusulat nito, no? And then glimpse para makita natin yung structure ng data. Okay, so let me pause for a while. I want to give you some time to catch up. I don't want to continue without you having run that. Any questions, guys? Kung clear, pakisabi lang yes o clear. Simple pa lang naman yan. I don't think we have any questions about that. Okay, have you written it, guys? Okay, thank you. Okay, salamat ha. Alright, then we have our basic scatter plot. Alam natin na ang scatter plot natin or geom point, ginagamit natin yan kapag yung variables natin are both numeric. Eruptions is in minutes, numeric yan. Okay, if we look at the glimpse, di ba? Double yan, no? Di ba? So these are numeric variables. Okay, so pwede natin gamitin si geom point dito. Tapos ito guys, yung ano natin, natutunan natin dati, that we identify the data, and then yung mapping natin, then another plus, put another layer yung geom point. So if we run this, so we can see here the scatter plot of your faithful data frame. On the x-axis, you have your eruptions, and then on your y-axis is your waiting number of minutes between the first eruption and the next one. Okay, so what's the relationship between these two variables? Positive relationship ba siya o negative relationship?
Positive po.
Yes, positive, no? Kasi while ang slope niya, guys, it's rising, it's going up. As you move to the right, pataas siya, no? Malalaman niyo kung positive, guys, if you go from left to right, pag pataas yung line na yan, that's positive. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin ng positive, when one variable increases, the other variable also increases. When one variable decreases, the other variable also decreases. On the other hand, pag negative yung relationship, if you take a look at it from left to right, pababa siya. Pag ganun. And it's a depiction of one variable increasing while the other variable is decreasing. Opposite yung directions nila. So that's what we mean by positive and negative relationship. Okay, now take a look at this one. Okay, pwede guys na yung data natin at saka yung aesthetic natin, dun siya nakalagay sa ano? Dun siya nakalagay sa object, no? It's written here in the object, pero naka-define yung data natin. So parang ito, transfer ko lang yung ano natin, transfer ko guys yung, sandali, asan na ako? Wait. Okay, sorry guys, I'm using kasi the ano, I'm using the file that we used a while ago. Okay, so this is the first one, di ba? Na-prinat ko. Ito yung regular, ito yung usual, data, and then mapping. Tapos yung geom point natin. Pwede rin naman guys na walang laman yung ggplot, tapos yung mapping at saka yung data ando dun sa geom point. For as long as dapat naka-identify natin na mapping yan at saka data. No? Okay. In this case, binaliktad lang natin siya, data tapos mapping. Nasa loob siya ng geom point. It will still give us the same plot. Okay? For as long as nasa naka-define sa atin yung data natin at saka mapping. Okay? So if we run this, we get the same, exactly the same plot. And this one also, guys, exactly the same plot. Okay, ano mali ko? 1, 1, 2. Wait. Saan ako nagkamali dito? Ay, sorry. Sorry, na-double ko yung data, no? Sorry. Yan. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Kasi may data na ako dito eh. Tapos sa double ulit yung data. Okay, I just wanted to illustrate here that dito nauna yung mapping, tapos data. Tapos dito naman data, then mapping. It doesn't matter guys. 1, 2, okay. So, ganun pa rin, no? Okay guys, I hope that's clear kasi baka minsan may makita kayo na yung data niya nasa isang geom object. It doesn't matter. It's okay. So yung iba naman, usually makikita nyo siya dito sa ggplot. But others would put it, for what reason, I don't know. Because personally, I want off, immediately guys, maka-identify kagad yung data at saka yung mapping sa ggplot. No? For me, that's my practice. But I've seen so many codes that blanco muna yung ggplot, tapos yung data at saka mapping nila, doon nila linalagay sa geometric object. Okay? Now, take note, this is very important. If an aesthetic can be, for example, size, shape, color, coordinate. If an aesthetic is found, if it's put in under the aesthetic, guys, then nakalink sa data yon. Okay, I'll illustrate this. Kasi pwede natin ilagay, kunyari, size, shape, color. These are examples of aesthetics. Pwede natin siyang ilagay dun sa loob ng aesthetic. Pwede din natin siyang ilagay dun sa loob ng geometric object. Now, there's a difference between them. No? Magkaiba yon kung ilalagay natin sa loob ng aesthetic or mapping, to be clear, or ilalagay natin dun sa loob ng geometric object. Okay, let's take a look at this. Do you have this, guys? Do you have this code? Kung meron, baka isa lang, ano? Kasi kanina, just to distinguish it, kanina nagdadagdag ako dun sa kabilang section ng class. Okay, take a look at the first one. If you notice, guys, si geom point natin, okay, ando dun si aesthetic. No? Tapos, si color, guys, nasa si color? Nasa loob siya ng ano? Ha? Nasa loob pa rin siya ng aesthetic. Sandali lang guys, ha? Okay, wait. Okay, take a look at this, guys. Si color, where is it inside? Is it inside aesthetics or is it inside geom point?
Aesthetics, sir.
Nasa loob siya ng aesthetics. Lagyan nyo guys ang parenthesis to. Ito yung aesthetics natin. Di ba? So si geom point, ang pinasok sa kanya yung aesthetic, tapos may comma siya, at saka yung color. So saan pinasok si color? By the way guys, yung color pwedeng babasahin ni Aryan kahit OU or kahit single R, okay, or just COL. Okay, correct. Dun siya pinasok guys sa geometric point. Okay, take a look. Si geometric point guys, ando dun yung aesthetic natin, which is okay, okay lang yan. Okay, and then comma, ando din si color. So si color guys na naka-define natin, which is yung color daw is equal to lahat ng eruptions na less than 3. Okay, so what will happen here? So let's run this. Okay, ang nagkamali.
Sir, tanggalan niyo po ng isang close parenthesis po.
Ito,
Dun
no?
po sa may dulo.
Sorry. No. 1, 2, nasobrahan to. Okay, so ito tama na to, no? 1, 2, close to. Okay, close yan. Thank you. Ano nangyari dito? Static color. May mali sa syntax ko, no? Mapping. Okay. So, pinapabalik niya kanina. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ba't naging ganito to? Sige, ito. Okay. So dito guys, si aesthetic, no? Si color pala, nasa loob siya ng geom point. Okay, it's inside geom point. Yan. Open and close parenthesis. Si color, nasa loob siya ng geom point. So control enter. So ano nangyari? So nag-ano siya, no? Yung color niya, dinistinguish niya yung between less than 3. So ito siya, lahat ng less than 3 na eruptions dito. At saka yung mga hindi less than 3. So binifurcate niya, guys. In-split niya into 2. Okay? Now, how about this? Si colors, guys, nasa natin siya linagay? Nasa loob siya ng mapping, no? And what will happen here? I-run nga natin to. Okay, pareho lang. Okay, so mukhang... Okay, so dito, guys, alright? Okay, kasi conditional to, no? Eruptions less than 3, eruptions less than 3. So it doesn't matter here. Mukhang mali example ko dito. It did not matter whether your color was inside yung aesthetics or inside the geom point or inside the aesthetic. It did not matter kasi meron tayong condition na yung color ng eruptions na less than 3, bibigyan natin ng color siya. Okay, now let's go here. Here, makikita natin difference, guys. Okay, for example, this one. So let's take a look at this. Ito yung color. Okay, color is equals to steel blue. Okay, anong kaiba nitong color na to? Ito fix yung color natin, steel blue. Ito, conditional eh. Conditional. Ito naman, sinasabi natin, ang color, steel blue. Tapos dito sa pangalawa, ang color din, steel blue. What's the difference between the first chunk, the first line of code, and the second line of code? Ito, linagay ko dito, guys. Ito, yung color natin is inside the geometric point layer. Tapos ito naman, yung color natin dito, nasa loob ng mapping natin. So there's a difference if you're going to put an aesthetic inside a mapping or a geometric object. Magkaiba yun. And if you take a look at this example, okay, plot natin itong dalawang to. Okay. So these are the two plots. No? Ito yung una, linagay natin yung steel blue dito sa geometric point. By doing so, guys, ano nangyayari? By doing so, pinapasok natin yung value ng color dito sa geom point, tapos i-reflect ni Aryan. Pero pag linagay natin, guys, si color dun sa loob ng mapping, iba. R will first scale it, no? Magsa-scaling muna yan. No? Kaya nga you're getting a different color. Bakit pink yung ano niya? Yung color niya? Yung naging default na scaling niya, no? For this object called steel blue. So medyo may guys, may something, sabihin natin, this is one of the quirks, no, of doing aesthetics inside the mapping section. Ginagamit natin yung mga aesthetics ito, like size, shape, color, etc. Ilalagay natin yan sa under the aesthetics or mapping kung it will be globalized. Ibig sabihin, sa lahat ng mga geom points, geom objects, ganun pa rin yung color, yung shape, yung size, etc. So, i-globalize natin. It means it will be true for all. Pero if a specific aesthetic will only be for a particular geom object, then you put that under the geom object. Katulad nito, guys, okay, gusto ko yung steel blue na yan, it will not be for all the geoms, no? Kasi kung para sa lahat ng geoms yan, kung ano man yung geom ilalagay ko siya sa mapping. Pero kung para sa particular geometric object, doon ko siya ilalagay doon sa geometric object. Okay? I hope that's clear, guys. So nakikita natin difference, no? Between putting an aesthetic inside a mapping or putting an aesthetic inside a geom object. So depende yan sa purpose nyo, guys. Alright, so let's go here. Okay, some geoms only need a single mapping. Naran ko na ba to? Okay, sorry kasi notice ko kanina may umuulit na ano. Okay, so let's take a look at this, guys. Again, you have the object faithful. And then dito pinasok natin yung fill. These are aesthetics ng fill at saka color. Doon natin siya pinasok sa geometric object. Okay, yung isa naman, so dinidistinguish natin to, pinasok natin yung fill at saka yung color doon sa loob ng mapping. Okay? So let's see what's the difference between this. So when we run this, eruptions is numeric, so pwede natin gamitin ng geometric object ng histogram yan. And then pwede natin i-fill at saka i-color. So let's run this. Okay, dapat rinan ko na pareho. Okay, you see the difference, guys? Yung isa, yung fill at saka yung color, doon natin linagay sa mapping. And take note, it does not automatically fill that. Kasi nag-scale yan si ano eh. Mag-i-scale yan si ano, si R. So it will not reflect yung fill at saka yung black. It will change later on as we, pag magdadagdag ka pa ng geometric objects. No? So that's one, for me, it's quite a let's say, a weird thing about putting your fill and putting other aesthetics inside the mapping. Kaya ako, as much as possible, if I want the aesthetic, quote unquote, the size, the shape, the color, to be just for a particular object, I put it in the geom. No? Unless again, guys, kung gusto ko, kung itong size na to, o fill na to, or color na to will be true for all the other objects that will follow, then dun ko siya ilalagay sa mapping. Okay? Any questions? Pause muna ako. Clear ba so far? Clear? Paki-chat na lang, guys, kung clear so far. Okay, thank you. The rest? Okay, good. Salamat. Okay, thank you. All right, so, okay, good. Thank you guys for your feedback. No? Then here, guys, importante yung ordering ng layers. That's very important. Kasi magkaiba tong layers na to, no? Anong difference niya? Dito nauna si density plot, two-dimensional. Dito naman nauna si geom point. So nagkaiba yung geometric, yung plotting nila. So let's copy this. Dito ko siya kokopyahin sa ano. Sa console ko siya kokopyahin para mas makita yung ano, yung okay, so here it is in plots. Okay, so ito yung una, no? This is the first plot. Okay, ano yung difference ng first plot at saka second plot? Yung sa first plot, guys, ang nauna, yung density. Yung pangalawa, density and then point. So what do you notice about the lines, the density points, guys, the density? Sino uuna na i-plot niya? Obviously, guys, ang nauuna yung density. No? And then, ili-layer niya yung points. Kaya tinan nyo ito, guys. Oh. Take a look at this circle here. Ba? Sino nasa taas? Si point o si line?
Point po.
Okay. Si point ang nasa taas. Ibig sabihin, nasa una muna yung density, no? Inuna muna si density, i-plot, kasi nasa una siya. Yun yung una, guys, sa ano natin, sa code natin. Saka linagay yung point. And that's why you're seeing the point on top of the density plot. No? Yung pangalawa naman, so, okay, kita nyo to, medyo hindi siya obvious, ano? Pwede natin i-export to tapos i-zoom natin pero wag na, no? Pero can you see guys na itong pangalawang plot, sino yung nasa taas? Is it apparent guys? Which object is on top? Any answer, guys? Which object is on top? Okay, can you see the green line, the blue line? You know?
Yes po, sir. Yung linya po yung nasa taas.
Yes, correct. So that's the difference, no? Yung dots yung nasa baba. Bakit ganun? Kasi inuna siya. Kasi hierarchical to eh. Kung ano yung inuna na ano, yun ang unang ilalagay. So I hope that's clear. So we see here guys that sabi dito, no? The point, geoms are drawn in the order they are added. So makikita natin to sa difference na to. Okay. So we have here some exercises. No? We'll just answer the first one and then itong mga green at itong mga three asterisks na to guys, ibig sabihin exercise yan. No? So let's just answer one. Okay. Okay, sabi dito, modify the code below. So we have this code, guys. Pag plinat natin to, ano makikita natin? Sige, plot natin. Yung kanina, no? Yan. Okay, then, sabi natin dito, modify the code by making the points larger squares. So kanina kasi small dots, no? Very small dots, black dots. Tapos gawin daw na transparent. So we can modify the point itself by making it as a square and then making it transparent, no? So naaalala nyo guys, now it's also always helpful to to use the help function KR. Okay. So ito, what's good about this is that sasabihin niya yung mga different arguments, no? Okay, so pwede yung mapping, pwede yung data. Okay, bakit nyo ninanal? Okay, guys, kasi ang default nito, pwede siyang nasa ggplot na muna mismo, no? And then you have stat, position, okay, may show.legend, etc. So, yung mga aesthetics niya, okay, pwede yung i-define si X, si Y, alpha is one of them, color is one of them, feel is one of them, group is one of them, okay, shape is one of them, size. So, ito yung pinapabago sa atin, guys. Si alpha, si shape, at saka si size. Okay? Alright, I'll give you 3 minutes, guys, to answer this question. Okay? I-modify natin yung code na to. Let's make the points larger squares. Kanina kasi bilog, di ba? And slightly transparent. Anong ginagamit natin, guys, pag transparency yung gusto natin? Anong aesthetic yan? Ginamit na natin dati yan, guys. Andito siya. Okay, yes, correct. It's alpha, no? Andito si alpha. Tapos, sabi, gamitin daw din yung points larger, so ibig sabihin yung size yun. Tapos yung shape niya, yung square. Alright, so kindly do that, guys. I'll give you 1 minute. Tapos, paki-share guys kung ano yung naging code nyo. Pakishare dito sa chat natin. Alright, let's see. Okay, let me copy yung code na binigay ng classmate nyo. I'll copy it here. So ito yung code niya, no? So geom faithful, andito yung mapping, and then linagay niya guys sa ano sa sa point, sa geom point yung alpha. So this is for the transparency. PCH is equal to 15. This is a square, no? And then size is equal to 3. So if we run this, yeah, okay, good. So this is already a plot, okay? So sabi natin, ang plot character niya, it's a square, and then may transparency siya. Kaya kita natin yung medyo mga dark dito, mga overlapping yan, no? Mga overlapping ng data. So dyan talaga medyo nag-overlap yung data natin. And then also the size, no? Dinefine yung size. Okay, any one of you, thank you Arnel, very good. Any one of you gave another, have another code? Okay. All right. Okay. Ito naman kay Michelle, no? So tingnan natin to, ha? Okay. Control C. Okay. So this is interesting. Control D. Okay. So this is Michelle's code. Faithful. Okay. Yung J yung point, guys. So andun yung aesthetic and then comma. Shape is equal to square. Okay, take note, no? Ang ginamit ni Michelle, ginamit yung word mismo na square. Size is equal to 3 alpha 0.5. Okay, so ito yun, no? Okay. Which is exactly the same as the previous one, no? Okay, guys? Very good, very good. So you're getting it. So dito, ang ginamit ni Arnel is yung plot character natin, 15. Okay? Dito naman, ang ginamit ni Michelle is yung shape is equal to square. So nabasa din ni, nabasa din ni R, no? Okay, or, guys, or, so let me copy this. Kasi pareho lang to, yung, yung iba dito. Okay.
Sir, parang po ata naka-freeze po yung screen.
Ay, sorry, sorry. Naka-freeze ba? Ala. Naku,
Yan,
kanina.
sir, okay na po, okay na po.
Sorry, kanina pa ako salita na salita, hindi pala nakaano. Okay, anyway, so ito yung sinabi ni Arnel, no? Alpha 0.3, plot character 15, okay? Okay, tapos ito naman yung suggestion ni Michelle, which is also correct, no? Let me, okay. So dito, yung mapping andi dito sa ggplot. Dito naman yung mapping andi dito sa geom point. Pero dito din linagay yung shape is equal to square, size is equal to 3, alpha is equal to 0.5. Okay, or also guys, you can use, instead of using PCH, you can also use the function shape, no? Shape is equal to 15. Okay, so dito, ang ginawa lang yung alpha at saka plot character. So incomplete to kasi hindi natin nalagay yung size, no? So dito naka-identify yung size. Let's say pag dinagdagan natin yung size kasi na 10, pag ginawa yung 10 yan guys, it's quite big, no? So hindi na proportional siya. Pag masyado namang maliit, size is equal to 1 naman. Okay, it's very small naman na hindi natin halos makita. No? Okay, so let's use 3. Okay. May question ba? Yes, oo. So there's a question here. Yung alpha, yes, it's for transparency. So sabi natin, di ba, dati pag in-alpha natin is equal to 1, pag in-alpha mo yan is equal to 1, okay, itim na lahat yan, no? So hindi na, kaya tayo nag-alpha guys para makikita na, para as a remedy to for overplotting yung data on top of each other, no? So that's why one remedy is to do alpha. Pag 0 naman guys, wala na tayong makikita. So transparent na talaga yan, no? So we 0.2. You can experiment on the transparency. Okay. All right. Any questions with that, guys? Okay.
Wala
Okay,
po.
good. Thank you. So kung gusto natin guys talagang baguhin yung size, yung shape, yung dumiretso na kayo sa geom object, no, para siguradong ma-change. Kasi kung pupunta kayo dun sa sa mapping, there's a big chance na hindi siya mababago kasi mag-scale pa niyan si R. All right. So these are other questions. Okay. Color the two distributions with different colors. Okay, so I'll leave that as an exercise. Okay, may hint ako na linagay dito. Alam niyo na guys, yung color at saka fill. We have done that before. Okay, so let me leave that guys. Just 3 questions there which may hint naman ako na binigay sa inyo, no? Okay. So let's go to the next data set. Si MPG, 'di ba? It can be found in ggplot2. So it comes with ggplot2. And galing yan sa US EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. So you notice that what the package in R includes are real data. Karamihan sa kanila real data. May nakita din ako ng mga simulated lang, but most are real data. So let's access yung MPG data natin at saka yung i-view natin siya. Okay. So ito lang yung laman guys ng MPG data natin, no? Manufacturer, tapos bawat manufacturer guys may iba't ibang model, no? And then yung displacement, ito yung engine, yung laki ng engine. So pag mas malaki yung engine guys, mas malaking displacement, mas malaki yung engine. Usually mas guzzler yan. Ibig sabihin mas lakas kumain ng gas. Then you have 2 years, 1999, and 2008. Tapos ilang cylinder siya? 2, 4, 6, 8 yata, no? Pag 8 cylinder yan guys, usually mas maliit yung yung mileage niya, no? Okay, then transmission, pwedeng automatic, manual, I think dalawa lang siya, automatic, manual. Then drive, pwedeng front wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, at saka rear wheel drive. City, guys, this is the mileage. Ilang miles daw ang kaya kapag city driving. So this is 18 miles per gallon, kaya MPG, no? This is 18 MPG. And pag highway, mas mataas kasi, mas efficient guys pag highway kasi lesser yung frequent stops, no? Pag hinto ng hinto kasi makonsumo sa gas yun, no? So mas mataas yung MPG kapag highway driving as compared to city driving. And then you have here several classes. Okay, may FL dito. Okay, so naka-define yun dito, guys. Okay. Alright. So yung class daw, type of car, 2-seater, SUV, compact, etc. Okay. So next, how many unique manufacturers and models are there in this car? Actually, ang kailangan lang natin dito, manufacturers. No? Ilan daw yung manufacturers, unique manufacturers? So if we take a look at our data again, MPG guys, ang unique manufacturers dito, si Audi, si Chevrolet, sino pa? Si Dodge, si Toyota, yun ang Ford. Gusto natin Honda, Hyundai, Jeep, etc. No? Gusto lang natin magkaroon ng listing ng ilan yung mga unique manufacturers natin. So how do we do that, guys? So medyo basic art to, no? Konting review lang. How do we do this? Hindi natin siya pwedeng gamitin yung ano, guys. Di ba? Meron tayong glimpse. Alam niyo si glimpse, si MPG. Si glimpse ginagamit to in order to see the structure of your data frame. Okay, binigay sa atin si manufacturer character, si model character. Okay, pero hindi natin alam yung listing ng iba't ibang manufacturer. Okay, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin si names. Si names, guys, ginagamit natin yan for a data frame. Okay. Pag names and data frame, ibibigay lang sa atin yung ano, yung variables niya. And then pag hindi natin pwede sabing MPG dollar manufacturer. Okay? So pwede ba natin gamitin si names then MPG manufacturer? Hindi pa pwede, guys, kasi si names ginagamit lang yan para dun sa data frame. So there's another function called levels, no? Ayan, nakasulat, levels. Okay, levels. Okay, MPG manufacturer. Yan. Okay, so you can, guys, ano na, kayo lang bahala mag-question mark levels, no? Pero ito, lumalabas na, bakit null? Eh, di ba ang levels ginagamit natin para makuha natin yung different types of a variable sa isang data frame? Okay, bakit null, guys? Kasi, what's the reason? Bakit null? Bakit, guys? Kasi,
Sir, it isn't a factor variable yet.
yes,
It's a
tama.
character.
Correct. Very good, no? Very good. That's correct. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. Sino yung sumagot kanina?
Grisa, sir.
Grisa, correct. Very good. So, tama, no? Hindi pa pwedeng makuha natin levels kasi if you check, guys, glimpse natin. Ito na. No need for this. Si glimpse, guys, ayan, no? Character kasi siya, no? Okay. Mahirap. Anyway, character si manufacturer, no? Character siya. So, I have to go down. Tapos na tayo dito. Tapos na tayo dito. Okay. These are just exercises for you. Okay, MPG. Sorry. Dapat, diniretso ko na din kanina. Okay, back to the question. Dapat, hinahanap ko na lang exercise 2. Asa na si exercise 2? Parang mas mabilis. Ganito, guys, no? Exercise 2. This one. Ayan. So, dito. Okay, so this will not work, guys. Subukan nyo to levels, MPG, manufacturer. That will not work kasi nga si manufacturer, character siya. So kailangan natin i-convert. You recall how to convert a data type? Simple lang, no? So identify natin anong ano ba yan, anong galing sa anong data frame, manufacturer siya, then ask that factor. Okay? So kindly write that, guys. Yes, thank you, Alan. Thank you. Alan, thank you. So as that factor, this code will now change, convert the data type from character to factor. Tapos i-check nyo na guys. Check nyo kung, so iraran ko to, run. Ayan. Yung glimpse ko guys, factor na siya. Okay? And then yung levels guys, yun, ito na siya. No? So there are 13, 14, 15. Kasi yung pa yung 13th, Subaru, and then Toyota, and then Volkswagen, that's 15 manufacturers all in all, dito sa data set natin. Okay, pause muna ako. Any questions? Clear ba, guys? Kung clear, paki-chat. Yes? Clear so far? I'll give you also a few seconds to write. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, good. Okay. So good, then, okay. Tanong, guys. Ilang Audi, ilang Chevy, ilang Dodge, ilang Ford, yung nasa ano natin? How many of each manufacturer are in our date tally? No? So si level, hindi ibibigay niya yung tally. No? Correct? Ano pa kaya? Sa summary kaya ibibigay. Tingnan natin guys, summary MPG. Okay. Summary MPG, so asa na si manufacturer? Okay. Sa summary MPG, okay, nabigay na, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kaso, ba't ganito? 37, 34, 27. So bakit hindi kasama yung iba? Ba't nag-others to? No? Hindi niya kinumplete dito kasi abbreviated dito eh. No? Yan gusto natin complete. Okay? Pwede bang summary na ano? Guys, pwede bang summary na MPG? So dapat okay, hindi pa pwede, no? Oh, sorry. Summary. Pwede pala. Sorry. Kala ko pareho to ng levels, no? Okay, pwede rin pala, no? Pwede yung summary na MPG manufacturer. So binigyan tayo ng list, no? Kaso ang disadvantage nito guys, what if you want to save this as an object? Ba kunyari, M1, list siya ng mga manufacturers at saka ng number nila. At saka hindi natin to pwedeng i-sort, no? Let me check, ha? Alam ko hindi pwedeng i-sort to eh. Let me see, sort. Kung pwede siya. Hindi. Okay. Ayaw niya. Ayaw niya i-sort, no? Sinort niya by ano guys? By alphabetical, no? Sinort din niya pero by alphabetical. And in fact, that's the default, no? Kahit hindi pa natin sinabi na default, kahit hindi natin sinabi dito na sort, okay, it was sorted alphabetically, but that's not what I want. Gusto ko, i-arrange natin from lowest to highest. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, so ang first way to do that is we can make use of the dplyr tayo, guys. I-group by natin. Okay, so since manufacturing gusto natin i-group siya by the different types of manufacturer, we use group by, and then ito pala muna, sa taas muna, sorry. Ito muna, group by manufacturer, and then tally natin, no? Itatali natin siya. Ito muna sa first one. Tally. Okay, so let's run this. Run. Okay. So what it gives, guys, is an output where you have the manufacturer and then the count. Kasi tinali natin. And of course, we can create an object out of it, no? Ito, kunyari, paki-insert nyo lang yata to guys. Kanina ginawa kasi namin to. Sabi ko, you can create, you can save the output as an object. So I'm creating an object called M1. Tapos yung tally natin kanina doon, i-run natin. Then you have this M1. If we click this, so, ano nangyari? Wait. Asa na si M1? Na-view MPG ko. Okay. This is M1 guys. No? Okay. So, may object tayo na M1. Andi dito yung list ng manufacturers. And then, ang default niya, it's sorted alphabetically. If you want to change this sorting, then may drop down. Ano naman tayo dito sa sa manufacturer. Dito sa N, guys. So, this is sorted from lowest to highest. Ascending. And this one is descending. Kaso, yung object natin, M1, alphabetical pa rin yung nun. Yung pag-sort niya. Parang temporary lang yung pag-sorting dito. Okay, it's still automatically sorted alphabetically. Okay? Now, there's another way to do this. So, gagamitin natin yung arrange, no? Okay, so this one. So, MPG, group by manufacturer, and then summarize. Okay, so this is one way to do it. Summarize, and then here we're creating a variable called count is equal to its n. So this is the function for n. Pwede rin guys, pwede rin average, pwede rin ganyan, no? So yung summarize guys, it will allow us to do computations. No? I-average natin via standard deviation, okay? I-average via sum, variance, etc. So dito ang kailangan lang natin yung n, no? Yung count lang yan, n, and then i-arrange natin in descending order. Ibig sabihin from highest to lowest. So if I click this, if I run this, okay. So automatically it gives us, okay, this one, and it's arranged from highest to lowest. Of course, we can create another object here, guys, M2. Then if we run this, okay, kita natin, no? So it's arranged from highest to lowest. If you want it done, on the other hand, in an ascending fashion, then count na lang. I-arrange natin daw yung count na object, yung count na variable. Okay? So you don't have to put ASC kasi mag-error tayo. Ito, it arranges it in an ascending order. Run natin. Okay. This one. Okay, pause muna ako. You might be writing your code. Any questions? Clear? Okay, good. Thank you guys, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on, guys. Okay, let me see, ha? Saan ba kami? Ito, okay, malapit na tayo. Halos sabay lang tayo, no? Okay, how about this, guys? So we generate a scatter plot with displacement. Ano yung displacement, guys? What type is displacement? Ano yung displacement na variable natin? It's, sabi natin yung displacement. Okay, go back to our MPG. Ito siya, no? Okay, yung laki ng engine. So the bigger the displacement, guys, ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung engine nun, and it's usually for bigger cars. So, and we'd like to see ano yung relationship ng displacement at saka ng, so dito tayo, exercise, ano ba to? Exercise, saan na ba ako? Exercise 3? Nasa 3 na ba tayo? Ayan, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so here we're plotting displacement and highway. Yung highway, guys, ito yung mileage per, ito yung number of miles per gallon of gasoline pag highway driving. Na-explain ko sa inyo kanina, guys, kapag highway driving, mas mataas siya kaysa sa city driving kasi nga walang mga masyadong stops. Pag highway driving, tuloy-tuloy lang yung pagdadrive. Unlike city driving na maraming mga stops, pag traffic, mas nakakakonsumo ng ano yun, ng gasoline. Okay, so that's very easy, guys. Since this is these are numeric variables, pwede natin gamitin si geom point. Okay, and you notice, guys, ano yung relationship nila? What's the relationship between displacement and highway driving, yung mileage? Pag mas malaki, guys, yung liters, ibig sabihin nun, mas makonsumo sa gasoline, therefore, mas mababa yung mileage. So dito kitang-kita natin, guys, yung inverse or negative relationship between displacement and highway. So with the use, guys, of a plot, you can describe ano ba yung relationship ng dalawang variables na to. So we can say, guys, that highway and displacement are inversely related or negatively related, which means habang si displacement lumalaki, si mileage lumiliit, no? Kasi pag ganito yung trend niya, no? Pababang ganun. Okay, so again, guys, this sa project nyo, pag nag-ano kayo, guys, pag nag-APA format, pag may plot kayo na ganyan, please don't just leave the plot hanging. No? Kailangan may explanation yun. I-explain nyo. Okay, kung figure yan or table, use the APA format. Okay, so let's have some questions here. Okay, how would you describe the relationship between city and highway? How would we describe them, guys? If we plot it, what can we say, guys? Positive relationship ba? Negative relationship?
Positive relationship.
Positive relationship, correct. Thank you. No? So as the mileage for city increases, the mileage also for highway increases. It's a positive relationship between these two variables. Thank you. You're correct. No? Tama. Okay, so these things are really very easy to answer. How about this, guys? Okay. Plot nga natin si model at saka si manufacturer. Okay? Si model ba, guys, ano? Ano ba si model? Ano si model? Glimpse nga natin para
Character, sir.
Character? Okay. Si model is a character, no? Tapos si highway, saan yan? Ito. Mawala na ako. Si manufacturer is a factor. Ano mangyayari pag i-geom point natin siya? Pag rinan natin to guys, okay. Naka-geom point siya guys, pero ang ginawa niya, nag-automatic siya na counting, no? Nag-counting siya. And does the plot look helpful? Ano yung pangit dito sa plot na to?
Yung x-axis,
What about the x-axis?
hindi makita yung
Correct.
words.
Nag-overlap yung mga pangalan, guys, no? Oh, nag-overlap yung mga pangalan. Ilan ba yung models natin? Marami yung models eh. Kasi bawat manufacturer, iba-ibang klaseng models. So marami yan, guys, no? Yeah, overlapping labels, correct, no? So, this, kahit na dito natin ilagay yan, guys, no? Okay, dito natin ilagay, no? Let's plot this here in our console. Kasi dito sa console, pwede nating okay. Yan ha, in-increasean ko na guys yung size ng ano, no? Dito sa plots. Oh, kahit na i-zoom pa rin natin yan guys, wala, no? Talaga mahahaba yung pangalan. No? So it's not useful to do that. So let me show you a technique, no? That we can use. Okay, so saan na tayo? Ay, mamaya pa yun. Sorry ah. Okay, so I'll answer that later guys. Ayusin natin ito. Kasi pwede nating i-flip guys. No? Subukan lang natin plus. Kasi sa coordinator guys, meron tayong na tawag na flip. No? Yan no? The flip the Cartesian coordinate system. So that yung ano kasi, yung sa X natin, medyo masikip na dun eh. Pero pag ilagay natin vertically siya, baka pwede, no? Okay? Coordinator flip natin. Let's see what happens. Okay, hindala. Let me delete this first. Tanggalin ko sa isa. Oops. Para dalawang plots, no? Then plot natin to. Oops, ayaw. You can't add ggplot. Ay, wait, bakit kaya? Ay, sorry, may plus ko dito. Sorry, yan. Nag-plus pa siya dito, no? So sabi niya, may ggplot ka na dito, tapos may plinas mo palit si ggplot. So you cannot do that, sabi niya. Okay, so a simple error in the code, guys, no, will not run your code. Yan. Ito dalawa to, no? O, di mukhang mas okay to, no? Kaso napunta naman dito yung manufacturer. So may problema pa rin tayo, no? Ito kasi yung una kanina. Mas mahaba kasi yung name ni model eh, no? If you take a look at our MPG data, si manufacturer natin maliit lang. Pero si model natin may mahahabang pangalan, no? So when we tried to plot the manufacturer by the model, okay, so medyo hindi maganda sa mga axis natin. Kahit na flinip pa natin yung coordinates natin, okay, medyo kaya yung iba, OD, pero yung iba mahaba pa rin, no? Volkswagen, Toyota, hindi pa rin siya maganda. Pero yung sa mukhang na-address, no? Itong nasa, yung models natin, no? Mukhang na-address na. Okay, but let's work on that, no? As we go on. Ito guys, I would like you to look at this, no? I-run nyo to para at least makita nyo yung ibang 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 data. Ito, nagawa na natin to. Si Diamonds, let's try to run this. Okay, malapit na mag-time. Si Diamonds, run natin siya. This is also coming from your, yan. Okay, so we have price and carat. Of course, guys, alam niyo na kung paano titingnan si Diamonds, kung ano yung mga laman niya. So price and carat. So you can see this. Okay, sandali lang i-turn off ko lang to. Alright, so that's yung sa diamonds natin. And this one, economics then. This is a line. Okay, so this is a time series. Okay, and then back to MPG. Alright. Okay, so actually medyo na-discuss na natin to, no? Pwede tayong magdagdag ng color, pwede tayong magdagdag ng size, pwede tayong magdagdag ng shape. But just take note, guys, na kapag idadagdag natin siya dito sa aesthetics, may ibang meaning yan. I-scale pa yan. Kaya sabi ko dito, ggplot2 takes care of the details of converting data into aesthetics with a scale. So pag doon natin ilalagay yung aesthetics dito sa sa mapping, guys, i-scale yan. There's one scale for each aesthetic mapping in a plot. The scale is also responsible for creating a guide, an axis, or a legend. Okay, so medyo mahirap, guys, intindihin pag ganito lang, but that will become clear with several examples. Okay. Okay, so sandali Let me see, hanggang saan ba kami natapos dito sa ng faceting. Okay, just for some few points here. Okay, ito guys, sinabi ko, ito yung diniscuss ko kanina, no? If you want to set an aesthetic to a fixed value without scaling it, do so in the individual layer outside of aesthetic. Doon niya siya ilagay dun sa geometric object. So for example, tingnan natin to. Ito, okay, what happens if we plot si displacement, okay, sa highway, and then yung color natin nasa loob ng mapping natin, no? Okay, let's see. Color is equal to class. Okay, what happens here, guys? Diba? In-scale niya. Kasi ang pinapa-color dito yung class. So see what happens when you put a particular aesthetic dun sa loob ng mapping mismo. I-scale niya yan, no? Kasi dito, it happened that yung pinapa-color sa atin is a variable itself. Tapos si variable consists of several types. May two-seater, may compact, may mid-size. So ang ginawa ni R, in-scale niya. So ginawa niyang iba't ibang color yung class levels na to. Okay? So this is one advantage, guys, of putting the aesthetic, in this case yung color, dun sa mapping. Kasi ang pina-color natin, guys, is a variable. No? It's a variable. Okay, so yan. Okay, so that's what we did here, di ba? So this gives us each point a unique color corresponding to each class. And then linalagyan pa ng legend. Okay, however, guys, ito paano naman to? Okay, ito, take note, guys, this is not a variable, no? Okay, it's just a color blue. Kung ilagay natin yan, guys, dun sa aesthetic mismo, okay, ano mangyayari? Sabi natin kanina, pag dun sa time na, guys, no? So ito na lang, let me plot this, itong tatlong to, and then we'll end in this. Okay, yung una, guys, anong nangyari? Saan niya linagay yung color? Dito sa loob ng aesthetic. Color is equal to blue. So hindi niya sa atin binigay yung blue color. In-scale niya yan, no? Ayan, in-scale niya. Okay, di ba? Yung pangalawa naman, guys, anong nangyari? Linagay natin yung color na blue dun sa geom point. Okay. So what happened here? Hindi niya na-run to, no? Run natin to. Yung color na blue, lagay natin sa geom point. Okay, what happened here? Nasa loob kasi ng aesthetic, no? Nasa loob siya ng aesthetic. So kahit na nasa loob siya ng geom point, pero the color is inside the aesthetic. So aesthetic pa rin yan. Tapos ito, yung color nasa loob na ng geom point. Okay, so blue na siya. Okay, so let me stop there, guys. So we'll continue with this next meeting. Pakigawa, guys, pakibasa yung iba, no? I know maraming we'll continue with this, but it will be good, guys, to do advanced. Medyo tingnan nyo, guys, yung facet, yung iba, alam na natin dito. Okay? And then, nga pala, sa ano na natin madidiscuss to sa Monday kasi may quiz tayo sa Wednesday. Okay? So that will be all, guys.